Ravenscroft was fortunate to have former Boston Celtics basketball player Chris Herren come to speak to the student body. Chris talked about his drug addiction and his time playing basketball. The lessons we learned were unforgettable in his short time here.
I'm here today to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I looked at that one line of cocaine at 18 years old, and I said to myself, I'm going to do this one time, and that's it. I took the dollar bill, I did the line of cocaine, I got up and I walked right out of the room. I had no idea at 18 years old when I promised myself it was a one-time deal, that it would be a 14-year nightmare.
For those of you wondering how we got Chris Herren to speak at Ravenscroft, head of school Doreen Kelly explains it best.
So here's the beauty of technology, and this is true confessions. I started following him on Twitter. I felt like I was stalking him. It took me 3 months, and then I DM'd him.
Chris Herren agreed to an exclusive interview with Nevermore Online to explain Project Purple and everything in between.
Project Purple came from an idea when I spoke at a school where 6 kids introduced themselves as the sober students of the school to me in front of their whole auditorium, and shortly after they announced that they were sober students, their whole school started laughing at them. And that day I said to myself I was gonna be part of what those kids wanted to be, and that's being okay with being themselves, addressing their issues, confronting their issues. And so I started Project Purple and to inspire kids to be themselves and stand up for themselves, and try to change the culture within school systems where the kids who don't want to drink and get high should be able to find friends and still have a great high school experience.
Of all of the don't do drug talks that we've had over the years, I thought that was the one that probably hit home the most.
I was inspired by how he told his story so vividly.
There's no doubt Chris Herren holds all the credentials necessary to mold young minds.
Sharing my story. I've been able to share my story in front of NFL teams like the Patriots, the Packers, the Bears, college teams like Florida, Florida State, Alabama, Oregon. But last year I spoke in front of 150,000 high school kids. And I was asked earlier in the leadership room, who was your favorite group to speak in front of? And my favorite group by far is high school kids.
I think it touched a lot of people. So.
Chris Herren proves that it doesn't matter who you are, anyone can fall under addiction.
College basketball career. They called me into the office and said, Christopher, we don't care about Sports Illustrated. We don't care about McDonald's All-American 2,000 points. We don't care about that. We care about this campus and this community.
And that addiction comes with a serious consequence.
So we've decided today, collectively, not to suspend you for 1 year, but to take your scholarship away and send you home.
He was courageous and amazing, and to be able to tell that story over and over and over again.
So I remember walking into the gym at 18 years old, sitting in that top left-hand corner and having the nerve to talk while the man talked. Because I remember what it was like when I got called to gyms like this. I remember walking into gyms like you did today, sitting down in my seat and saying to myself, I don't need another drug talk.
I would definitely say it was very inspiring, and I also really liked how it was very personal.
The best thing about being sober? Just ask Chris Herren.
I watched through my own eyes my kids become more self-confident, more sure of themselves.
But what if someone you know is struggling from addiction?
You need to confront that friend, and I think you need to make their parents aware of what's going on. I've had friends die because parents wouldn't address the issue because they didn't want to see the truth.
But the best advice for young student athletes, you ask?
To love the game, to find the innocence in it, and to be able to wake up every day and want to be part of it. And I don't think any kid should have to wake up and do something that he feels that it's a job. When you have plenty of time left in your life to wake up every morning for work. You shouldn't be waking up for work at 13, 14, 15 years old when you're going to practice.
And the strength to get out of that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us to have him here, and I'm really personally grateful.
Tomorrow will not be different. Yesterday was okay. you know, and we're going to just continue to move forward.
As you can see, Chris Herren touched many people here at Ravenscroft, from freshmen to faculty. Chris Herren was a big help. So Chris Herren, thank you from Ravenscroft.